Pounds Colombian Faustino Asprilla was a match-winning substitute against Middlesbrough, but his presence for 90 minutes against West Ham couldn't prevent the defeat, which has opened up the Premiership to make this and every game now a test of Newcastle's nerve. Newcastle's 11 already cost £27 million, and a further £3.7 million soon to be spent on David Batty, and Keith Gillespie becomes a £1 million substitute, making way for David Ginola, who returns after a 3-match suspension. The only homegrown talents, Steve Howie and Lee Clark. Riley on loan from Birmingham with a view to a permanent transfer. He's made one appearance for the reserves, otherwise this team is the same as the one which played so well in the cup tie against Manchester United last week. Nola. Beresford takes one of the markers away. Asprilla. Ginola. A lot of power on it. Oh, he hit the post. I think it would have beaten Nike Immel. He's got Quinn battling for space. Oh, it was poorly delivered by Rossler. Quinn was the rider, still Hiley, the debutant. Clough, chance to pick a spot. Quinn! A deflection off Niall Quinn. City won't bemoan that fact. The faces around Main Road illuminated with joy. And well done, the debutant fullback. He carried the ball forward, he scrapped to keep possession, he gave Clough a bit of space. It hit the heels of Niall Quinn, who couldn't have known too much about the redirection, but the important thing is City have scored. Well, you'll have to ask Niall Quinn at half-time how deliberate that was. There was definitely a movement, and he may quite rightly claim that as a deliberate goal. Decides on a shot himself. It's skimmed over the crossbar. Good attack. Quinn's waiting. Kincladze. Quinn had taken up a good position. Right foot shot was well directed. Immel pushed it behind for the corner. On a scale of 1 to 10, it wasn't that difficult to save. Beardsley with the corner. Immel starts to come for it. Well, there's a bit of pushing and shoving between Asprilla and Keith Curle in the penalty area. It will be Ginola, a Belgian to a Frenchman, as Newcastle attack. Still Ginola, right foot! That was a decent save. Immel had to get down very sharply at his near post. Penalty spot. And that was out by Ferdinand, corner. And a real fight for positions. Quinn! Clough was there on the goal line. Back to Kincladze. That's the keepers. Ferdinand. Asprilla. Albert's continued his run forward. That's over Kit Simons. Albert, left foot. Up from the back, the Belgian, and the trusty left foot makes the scoreline level. The defensive duties abandoned, and handshakes amongst the striped shirted players. Asprilla's cross. Simon scrambling to get back, and he took that very well, considering that it bounced so high. It was up somewhere around about his knee. Lunge of Ginola. Here's Lomas. Kincladze. Oh, well done. Clough. Quinn. Quinn again. Kincladze. Newcastle just getting bodies in front of him. Still Kincladze. Quinn was waiting, but he wanted to beat one more man. But what skill to beat players in such a tight situation as that. There were three of them. In comes the cross. Brown has the shot, was always going high. Holding his shirt, he didn't manage to get the ball off him. Aspria. Curl locks horns with him. Oh, and Aspria has elbowed him. Now, Martin Bodnan could not have had a better view of that. The players were locked together. And Keith Curl has got one across the bridge of the nose. And it looks, well, so far anyway, as though Martin Bodnan isn't going to do anything about it. The arms were locked, there was a clash between them, there's no doubt about that. But now watch this. That is an absolute corker. Well, we don't want to wish to pillory players' trial by television, but that's got to be looked at. That was Ferdinand. Georgian international. Punish Newcastle here, he goes outside of the defenders, now on his right foot, now on his left. Again, chipped up to the back post, Quinn, yes! It's 2-1 City. Brilliant by Kincladze. And City force themselves into the lead. The bewitching skills of the little Georgian international. The first shot saved by Chernicek, and then just knocked it up to Quinn, who somehow got it between the defender and the keeper and the post. There may have been a defender's deflection. Oxford gets it back from Aspria. Well, he was looking for a free kick, and play still carries on. Beresford. Aspria. No, it is a free kick for a foul on the Colombian. Kit Simon's the culprit. Now, Newcastle with lots of options. There are four players who might strike this. Albert, left foot. Oh, Quinn saved it with his head when it was flying into the back of the net. What a stop. Clough, Rossler, Lomas, Kincladze, Nigel Clough, Rossler just offside, was tight. Well, he can hit them, Albert, and Niall Quinn with a real thump on the forehead, but he kept it out. He's had previously. Albert, left foot. Good save, Immel, but Aspria's there. It's his first goal in the Premiership. It's 2-2. Oh, and a little cartwheel to celebrate. And it's Albert's left foot which has done the damage again for Manchester City. Ginola teed him up. The referee got out of the way. Immel made a save. Aspria got it in, so in his third appearance, briefly as a sub against Middlesbrough, then the defeat against West Ham, and here, just when it's required, a goal to start repaying some of that 6.7 million. Kincladze. Kit Simon's forced to hurry. Scott Hiley, Kincladze takes over. The first across with his right foot. Quinn gets it down. Clough, Lomas, thinks about a shot, Lomas. Rossler! City take the lead again. Rosler lurking just onside, and for once maybe Howie made a mistake. Could he have cut that out? Perhaps he wasn't aware that Rosler was just behind him, or maybe he thought the keeper was going to come. Rosler said thanks very much. Here's Barton, he's got plenty of time. It's a corner. Kimmel, very impassive, his face never shows a great deal of expression. Quinn's defending, and Summerby, Clark, Asprilla redirects it. Oh, and he went in strongly again, Asprilla. Michael Brown reacted, and McCullum Beardsley. Ginola. It's not going to clear the penalty area, and it's going to come back from Lee Clark. Ferdinand, Albert. It's 3-3. Albert runs to his manager. Well, if Newcastle wondered how hard it was going to be to win the Premiership, they've certainly found out this afternoon. They've really had to battle against a dogged and determined Manchester City. And Albert with that wonderful left foot. Quinn was back to defend, and maybe Immel was unsighted. Clough. Summerby. What is Martin Boddenham doing here? The match isn't continuing, the players are down the other end, but Martin Boddenham has blown, I think it's the final whistle. Oh. Well, did Asprilla use his forehead then? The linesman was close. The whistle has gone for the end of the match, that seems to be clear. And Martin Boddenham is telling everybody to get off. But the linesman may draw his attention to whatever happened there between Asprilla and Curl. It's been a clash between those two all afternoon. Curl, who felt the sharp end of Asprilla's elbow, and it's not a match which finishes on a good note. Although in other ways it was the match that had everything. Now what does he do here, the Colombian? He uses the forehead against Curl, and the linesman could not be closer. It ends a bit ragged, but before that there was so much to enjoy, and Philippe Albert was Newcastle's hero. Twice himself scoring equalising goals, and then from his shot, Asprilla getting his first goal in the Premiership. It's a final scoreline of City 3, it's Newcastle 3, but there are a lot of question marks left from this match about Asprilla's conduct.